your talk.
So what do you call yourself?
1590 WCGO, Evanston, Chicago. French and Friends. To join the conversation, call right now, 847-475-1590.
Can we go to Tom Fogarty's garage?
Let's do it.
That's really where I want to go. Tom Fogarty's garage is a place where dreams go to reawaken. That's what I think.
The Garage Mahal.
The Garage Mahal. That's perfect.
Tom Fogarty joins us, simply one of our favorite people in the city, in the area, in Chicagoland, Peckish Pig Brewmaster. Congratulations on your Oktoberfest.
Thank you very much.
You guys just won a big award.
Yes, we did.
What was that?
Very proud. We won a bronze medal at the Raise a Glass International Beer Competition.
Well, I think we should raise a glass to that.
Mars and Glass
Cheers to
Oktoberfest.
Where is that?
We sent we sent sample beers to New York.
Good.
Okay. So
New York.
Now, how do
Hey,
you
if you
send
can make
that
it there,
over
you
there?
can make it anywhere.
I think so.
That's what I think.
Now, how do you send that over there? Do you just pour one of those growlers and then just slap a couple stamps on it?
No, we actually almost homebrewer style. We bottled up 6 packs of beer. We entered 3 different beers into the competition. Our Garage Mahal IPA, our Belgian Blonde, and the Oktoberfest. And we bottle those up and label them specifically to the directions and guidelines of the competition.
Okay.
So it's blind.
I gotcha.
You know, you're not going out there and sending in a can of PBR. And,
You see my shirt? How ridiculous is this shirt?
The Bush.
My Bush beer shirt. I wore it
you go.
just for today
That's
to
the,
show you what not to drink.
That's the college student special right there.
That was my first beer I ever drank was a Bush, and thankfully that was about the last one that I drank.
Sure.
Now I'm a Peckish Pig man.
Appreciate that.
This is the Oktoberfest again, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay, gosh.
Yes, it is.
I had at the Oktoberfest in Evanston last weekend. I had stuff to do, so I didn't, drink a whole ton of beer, but just trying all beers. And I'm not saying it just because you're here. I told everybody here this was the tastiest of the beers for sure.
Thank you very much.
I mean, gosh.
Yeah, the Oktoberfest nailed it right on the head. And this is almost like your spin on the Oktoberfest, too, because it's a little darker than most
Slightly.
most Oktoberfest.
And, I think everybody's, is their own interpretation. But we knew when we tasted this beer and we're getting it ready for consumption in the restaurant, sampling it. When I tasted it, I said,
That's it.
This is it. This is a really nice beer, great representation, good style.
So, despite everything that you perceive about it, your hopes for a beer, your calculations for a beer, you're still going to be a little surprised, aren't you, at the end of it? Like,
Sure.
ultimately?
Sure.
It's a surprise.
Sure.
Yeah.
And,
But you tasted it, you said, that's a winner.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah.
I thought so.
Cool.
So, again, one of the reasons we put it in the competition. We thought it tasted so well.
See, Kevin? Did he tell you he's going to be a father soon?
No.
Yes.
you did not.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I just found out the sex of the child today.
Yeah.
I can't say.
He's not allowed to tell you.
We're not revealing on the
Nope,
air.
haven't even told my parents yet. I'm going to wait till
Well,
next week. They'll come on.
This
live
is
in an
probably
age-
not the place to find out.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I
We
could
live in an
probably
age-
signal, but we're on camera right now, so I can't do that.
Yeah, don't
right?
even do that.
We live in an age where it's not official.
Tom,
until
it's one of
Facebook has
these.
it.
It's one of those.
Got it. It's one of those two.
That's it. But yes, we're April 27th is the date.
Good man. Now, my point was making babies, not unlike making beer. You think you know what you're doing. All the ingredients are there, but you don't know how it's going to turn out until the very end.
Sure.
That's it.
Sure.
That's it. That's a great way to put it.
Well, thank you.
I love having Tom in here because it's like he's taking us to beer school every time that we're here.
I like having Tom here also because your voice is, you need to get some voiceover work, man. Like a documentary film or something like that. Couldn't you imagine a documentary film with that voice?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, that's me.
I think Ken Burns is doing
real.
a beer.
He already did one. They did one on Prohibition. It was outstanding.
Sam Elliott. That's how he sounds. That's who he sounds like, Sam Elliott.
Yeah,
I can
sometimes
pick his voice out almost anywhere these days. Yeah, he's great.
sometimes you eat the bar, and sometimes the bar eats you.
If you weren't making beer, you'd be traveling the Midwest in Texas with a 6-string on your back, just doing open mic night from saloon to saloon.
Do you have a pair of boots? A cowboy boots?
I do.
Good man.
I do.
Perfect. Okay, let's talk about combining three things you should. 2 things we're proving that you can combine, broadcasting and alcohol. However, a man named Aaron Peters down there at KNWA and KARK, that's Arkansas, son. That's Arkansas. He had a little problem. He showed up for work the other night. He's the sportsman. and I want you to see what. Well, I've already told you two: broadcasting and alcohol. See what else the fool combined. Play it.
Aaron Peters joining us now from the
Not good audio.
Said, "Hey, Pete."
Dude, I love me some Nate, I love me some Lane, but damn, so funny. So we're good for the weekend, right? I mean, everything is clear, but what about the team? Can they win tonight? Everything you need to know and more in your Razorback Nation report, including the wide receiver who is leading the pack even after missing games, my man, J. Red. We'll talk more about it.
Talk more about it, except we're going right to commercial, son, because you cannot mix prescription drugs and alcohol and then go on the air.
Yeah, he's not going to get nominated for a Midwestern Sportscaster of the Year award.
No, he won't.
Nope.
Nor Mid-South. I did not know the full effect of mixing them. Well, you know now, son. You get fired. That's exactly what happens. Oh, Arkansas.
That's tough.
Better update that resume, son.
That's something I don't do. I mixed alcohol and pills one time in college. That was the last time. That will hurt.
It's dangerous.
It will hurt a belly. Don't do it. Anybody out there, okay? Here's something else interesting, Tom. Since you're here, we found all kinds of beer and alcohol news. That was the worst of it. Wine drinkers versus lager drinkers. When it comes to drinking, there's a clear difference in the motivations behind brand choice between lager drinkers and wine drinkers. Does that sound about right to you? Or are we similar? Let me ask you this. When you got people drinking wine, this is the thing. You smell it, right? But we're doing that now with beer, right? What can that teach us? Should we be doing that, or do we just look like fools?
No, I don't think you look like a fool. Aromatics are a big part of the beer drinking experience.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The use of hops and malts to bring out different spices, aromas, flavors, character. Now, smelling your beer...
Is what?
Smelling your beer is
good.
Not out of fashion.
Okay, good.
Because
So I don't feel like
that's
a
the
goon.
process, right? I mean, tell me if I'm wrong, but you look at it first. You get a great color because you're just going to look at it anyway. I don't close my eyes.
Sure,
and
but
pour
you drink
beer.
with your eyes as well.
Yeah. So you look at it, and then you take a good big smell just to get it started and get what. Hey, this is what you're about ready to experience.
Sure.
And then you take that first sip, and it's not a sip either. Like I keep yelling at my old lady about, hey, you can't just sip it. The only thing you're going to get is the aftertaste and everything like that. You got to take a swig. Like you got to take almost a full mouthful in just to taste the whole thing.
Well, you take a good, as you say, good swig or good swallow. Mm-hmm. That helps bring the aromatics through your nasal cavity. Gives you the full experience.
Yeah, absolutely. And so when Kevin and I go and try a new beer, everybody's looking at us weird because as soon as it sits down, we don't just slam it and do whatever. We actually sit there and smell it and look at it and admire it because you're putting your heart and soul into this thing. So we might as well appreciate the same way.
We do. Again, we have a saying in the brewery at Peckish, we make craft beer, not fast beer.
There you go.
I'm not rushing it to tap.
Nor should you be. Come on, if it takes time, it takes time. Okay, when we drink our traditional American beers, like this mass-produced slop that I have on my shirt, Busch,
Party
Budweiser,
beers.
the Millers, are these lagers or pilsners?
Both.
Both.
You can get
I didn't know
lagers.
that.
Oh, you get lagers, pilsners.
Okay, but what do we drink most of in the mass-produced beer?
Probably traditional lager.
A
A lager.
The cold brew lager, right?
Yeah.
That's why they say it's a taste as cold as the Rockies.
Cold filtered and
Exactly.
Our boss Chuck, I don't think he was alone. It seemed like it was a rite of passage maybe in the 70s, late 60s, to make that run out to Colorado to bring Coors back here.
the Smokey and Bandit
The Smokey and the Bandit scenario.
Sure.
Do you remember those? Why was that? What was the deal? Was that just a marketing deal that Stroh's and Coors could kind of divide and conquer?
No, I think they actually had regulations that they couldn't distribute east of the Mississippi.
I guess that was back in more of a Pentecostal kind of time.
I mean, that's my understanding of
Gotcha.
it. I could be completely wrong, and I've been known to say things with conviction.
I do it all the time.
True.
All the time.
But I think that's my understanding of it. That
Guys, I want to tell you this. This is what I found because I didn't read this article before. I just printed it. But this is for wine drinkers. Wine drinkers versus lager drinkers. And I think what they're trying to draw a distinction in here is wine drinkers seemingly being more sophisticated. Lager drinkers are going to be associated with, the Bushes and the Millers and stuff. So maybe once I read this to you or tell you about it, I think we can talk about how the taste of American beer drinkers, their taste, is changing. So when it comes to wine drinkers, country of origin is the #1 most cited thing.
For wine,
they want French wine, they want Italian wine, they want
Spanish.
Chilean wine, and they kind of find their thing and they really get into it, okay? Then brand loyalty is next. Then they'll take a brand. I think for beer drinkers, it goes and proves here is that 28% of wine drinkers really care about what brand it is versus 46% of beer drinkers. Beer drinkers have real loyalty. They're not as adventurous in the past. You see, and then it goes on to say that wine drinkers tend to have more money, this, that, and the other. Beer drinkers, lager drinkers, 31% more likely to say that they only go to work for the money instead of for passion. 24% more likely to say that they like to treat themselves to foods that are not good for them. Okay, so what this is saying basically is the stereotypes between beer drinkers and wine drinkers, but that's changing.
Absolutely.
Isn't that changing totally? Because I went by a wine bar the other day in Andersonville, and I've been by this place before. It was kind of crowded, but not like it used to be. And the place is pouring real good beer. They're all crowded. Like beer is the hottest thing, and
Yes,
beer
it
used
is.
to be looked at as one of them the rednecks are doing.
Kind of.
Kind of.
Sure. But, different things go in and out of fashion.
That's true.
And I've enjoyed my share of wine throughout my
Nothing wrong with
day.
wine. I'm not here to
not at all.
disparage
No,
wine.
no,
It's great.
I certainly enjoy it. But, yeah, I mean, it just... Things go in and out of fashion. I think younger generation are a bit of flavor seekers as well. And, hence IPAs being very hot. That, a hopped up beer. But it's nice that, young kids are out there. And it's just like learning about wine. You start with White Zinfandel, you move on to a Chardonnay, you go to a Cabernet, a Pinot Noir. Your palate's changed. So you jump out there into the beer world and you start trying, just a standard lager, but then you go to your Oktoberfest or your Belgian-style beers, the IPAs, the darker-style beers, the stouts, the porters.
We're really just learning.
Yeah.
I mean, this is all new.
Yeah.
There's a meme going around or a little flash video that is generating a lot of interest on Facebook over the last few days, and it incorrectly says that a guy really loves marijuana. And he's falling backward into a big pile of, if you don't know what you're looking at, you think it's marijuana. The guy's holding a couple craft beers. Beers. He's falling back into a big pile of hops.
Oh,
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, so this is all very new, even though, craft beer has been kind of hot for, the last 5, 7, 8 years, not like it is now. We still don't even know the ingredients of beer like we do some other things.
Well, I think it's very much a regional thing, too. When you've got a city like Evanston that has these kind of breweries in the city of Chicago where it's very easy to find a craft beer. You go to a Jewel Osco, in their beer section, my goodness, it's huge. You got tons of different variety.
Valley is unbelievable over
Valley
there.
right over here, same story. Hell, even even some of the gas stations around here, even they have a lot of different craft beers. But if you go into the smaller, more regional areas of the country, the flyover states, if you will, I think maybe the craft beer craze hasn't hit them yet. It just hasn't spread there.
Well, there's more taps to be had, and more of them need Peckish Pig. Hey, I wanted to mention this. Thank you to Minuteman Press. Here is our October flyer.
Yes.
Because are we still looking for one more person to join us at Beer School?
Yes, I think we're going to extend. I mean,
Let's do it next week, okay?
Yeah,
we're running
extend
out
it
of
a little
time
bit.
here. But I did want to thank Minuteman Press for this. Serving the Evanston business community for over 25 years, Minuteman Press's customer service-driven business model provides digital print, design, and promotional products and services to businesses located at 1553 Sherman Avenue in downtown Evanston, or find them evanston.minuteman.com. We need to find the management over there and get them over to Peckish Pig. Go have a couple.
Absolutely.
As our thanks.
Maybe we'll bring Tom over to Beer School at World of Beer. You can start giving lectures over there.
I'd be happy to. But, the press. I was in printing and publishing before I made the move to the
No
beer
kidding.
world.
That's right,
So
yeah.
love to send the guys over.
That's
Absolutely.
a
Love
tough
to chat 'em
business,
up.
man. I know a guy who did really well with Minuteman Press. He owned a couple of them down in Georgia. Did really
It's
well.
because they got a great product.
So other than the
There you have
lager, you also brought us an ale today too.
Yes, I brought
this one
a
is
Belgian
also
blonde
award-winning
ale.
too, right?
No, this one, we entered this in the
Not
competition.
yet.
I had high hopes for this. But this one didn't come out a winner out of its category. But this is our Belgian blonde ale.
Oh, that's great.
You know, it is really right on style. It's a very clear, pale blonde. You get the fruit and spice characters that come out of this. Low hop. A little higher ABV. This is about 7.5.
Ooh.
What's up?
Look out.
I'm pointing at you. Watch your ass when you drink this beer. This one will get you right here,
I'll
buddy.
be fine.
Yeah.
I'll be fine.
Anything over 6.5, and this guy's slurring. And
I'll be like that. I'll be like that Razorback guy that we played earlier.
Gentleman in Arkansas, yeah.
Well, hang on to that. We're going to do a little bonus content here. French and Friends 1590 WCGO. Is that okay with you?
Absolutely.
Because I think Sonar, what he was getting at is he wants to bestow an award upon you for that Belgian.
Absolutely.
He's got his own.
I wish I had.
Hey, you know what? You're not going to like the prize at all. French and Friends 1590 WCGO.
While watching the bubbles in my beer.
That's it?
No, we're still rolling over here.
Whenever you're ready, Mike.
We were going to
kill
go off
that
the
up.
air.
Is that cool?
Yeah, so we went off air a couple. Oh, okay, so we can do this. Perfect.
We just did 20 minutes. It felt like about 4.
Yeah.
It always does, man. Absolutely.
I want to try whatever we got.
Try
here.
the blonde?
God bless you.
That's pretty
real
good
quick,
right there.
Tom, if you could give me The Dude Abides, just real quick, if you wouldn't mind.
Does he know the movie? Does he? I know he
Big
doesn't have
Lebowski.
to,
Is he
but
the Big Lebowski?
Can I do the Big Lebowski?
No. Can you just give me a real quick The Dude Abides?
The Dude Abides.
There we go. That's right on the money.
Tell me
That's
you were
right on the
recording
money.
that.
of course he's
That's
recording.
it right there.
But that's perfect. Have you seen that movie, The Big Lebowski?
Familiar with it.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah,
familiar
that's
with
it right there. That's something that we can all take comfort in.
I've seen it. I have seen the movie once, but it's been quite some time.
Pretty funny.
That's good.
And remember enjoying it very well, but I haven't done the multiple reruns yet.
So now, what makes
Hold on.
this more?
Hold on. We got Tom Fogarty. Are we rolling? Tom has joined the band. Come on, Tom, lead the choir today. That's what all new members do. You don't even have to sing. It's all about the effort.
Praise Jesus.
Now you're getting the picture. And save your soul. Are you a married man?
Yes, I am. 20 years very happily. My wife and I
Congratulations to
just
her.
celebrated our anniversary the 5th of October.
September.
Congratulations.
That's a special month.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Like Redtober.
I just celebrated my 10th yesterday.
Congratulations to you as well. Goes by fast,
No, I'm
doesn't
just
it?
kidding. Yes, it really does.
I mean, as good as 20 years was boom.
We were together for 10 years before that. And my son the other day, gosh, I knew this day was going to come one day.
Yeah, they all do.
Oh no.
Hey, Dad, you just married 10 years, huh? I'm 9. I'm 9.5. Is there something you want to tell me? No? No, there's not. We're good here.
A little bit of a shotgun wedding there.
No, like I said, we were together for 10 years
of
before that.
course.
Why did I play gospel music? I'll tell you real quick. Because some things are worth saving. Okay, I'm not the most religious of fellows whatsoever. But the birthplace of gospel music down there in Bronzeville is in danger of being torn down. It's been sitting there for 10 years. That's Pilgrim Baptist Church. That's where a lot of the great stuff, not that song you heard there would have been, God, 200 years old, done down the Sea Island, Georgia and areas like that. But all the good stuff that we heard growing up that turned into Motown, often turned into Motown, that old church down there is in danger. They're talking about tearing it down. I would love to see, there's some things I want to see preserved. Not that I
Absolutely.
have a particular vested interest, but I just would like to see a lot of the old, like some of these recipes that still, in beer that stay around forever. You got to keep the old, man.
Yeah, you want to preserve it because we live in such a disposable society
Yes.
these days.
Yeah, it really bothers me when I hear an economic indicator, the health of the economy is new housing starts. When I look around, I'm like, wait a minute,
What's
we've
wrong
got
with
like
the
hundreds
stuff
of
we got
these
now?
old houses with quality products, with handmade. I don't need Chinese sheetrock is telling me, to tell me how great our economy is. I want to see the good stuff, the stuff that's worth keeping. Let's keep that stuff that was built to last, Jerry Garcia. That's what we want.
Absolutely.
And is that why you chose like a Belgian ale to keep? Because I mean, as ales go, Belgians are the one that really nail it right on the head. Is that why you chose a Belgian way to go, or is that more of a style than a German ale or anything like that?
Interesting.
Just an absolute style.
Okay.
I enjoy them. I think they're beautiful beers.
They are elegant.
So what-
the entire spectrum of Belgian beers.
So what makes it like the style Belgium versus like, is there a German ale or is there a Spanish ale or anything?
There's a taste that comes with Belgians. I can taste a Belgian, and I don't have the most sophisticated beer palate yet. But
spice, fruit come through. I believe it's grain bill, it's yeast.
Grain bill is what, like the viscose? Okay.
The malt. So
hello. Hey, Steve, what's going on?
It's a combination of everything, but yeast is a big portion of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. For the people listening, tell us where Peckish Pig is right now.
Good idea.
Peckish Pig, 623 Howard Street, east of the Ridge and west of the Howard Red Line.
Yep.
Yeah, right there.
Can't miss
That's like the very beginning of Evanston as you're traveling north.
We got another show coming up, so we got. We got.
God, that's right. Okay, French and Friends, 1590 WCGO. I completely forgot. Tom, thank you. We'll talk to you later.
You're welcome, guys.
All right, guys.
Thanks.